Okay, yogis, welcome. So this is going to be a practice that opens up the side body, and we really get a chance to create some space in between our ribs, breathing into the intercostal muscles, and then kind of getting, how can I word this? Releasing any stickiness in the diaphragm so that we can take big, full breaths. And just when we are able to breathe in this full way, like we've opened up the windows to the lungs and we've let fresh air blow all through the house, it is so calming and soothing to the nervous system to just let life force flow throughout. So we're going to begin on our back today. So I have unfolded a blanket so that we can lay on the back and we can have a little bit of movement on the ground, like some sliding movement, and the blanket really helps to aid that movement. And then also I've got a couple of blocks with me, so you can decide if that feels good for you, if you want to pause the video and go grab these items, and then we'll start on the back. So when you come onto your back, go ahead and stretch out your arms and your legs and just close your eyes. Become aware of your breath in and out of your nose and just do a quick little scan through your body and just notice how you feel right now. With our palms facing down, we're going to begin to slide down. And so I'm going to just slide my right palm down. The shoulders will glide to the right. Maybe the head rolls a little to the right. And as you exhale, just shift back to center. And now we will slide it down into the left arm and just feel your palm gliding down the blanket, your shoulders shift to the left. And as you exhale, come back to center. We're going to just slide down into the arms one at a time. You might lift your head slightly to let the shoulders slide over and then come back. You might notice if it's easier to slide down to the right or the left, and which direction feels maybe a little bit more open. Okay. And let's come back to center. Go ahead now and slide down into your right arm. Shift your shoulders to the right. And we're just going to pause for a moment. So checking in with the left side of your diaphragm. Feel that gentle expansion of the left waist. And in the right side of your spine and body, there's a massage, a compression. And then come back to center. Let's go down to the left now. So just gliding down into your arms, shift your shoulders to the left. Let's pause here so that we can open up the right side of the body. And we can now get a snapshot if there is some stickiness or maybe even just some physical or energetic residue that is lingering in the side bodies that we need to just open up, breathe into, and release. And come back to center. We're going to keep our upper body relaxed now. Now we're going to move our legs. So bring your legs together. And I'll start with my right knee. We're going to turn the right knee out to the side and we're going to drag the left heel up the inside of your left leg. And as you exhale, we're going to slide the right heel back down and release your right leg to neutral. And now the left knee turns out to the side. Drag your left heel up the inside of your right leg. And exhale, just brushing down the inside of your right leg with your left heel. I'll let you move on your own. But as your right knee bends out to the side, I want you to take an inhale, maybe pause at the top of the breath and push in with your your right heel. And your exhale will release your leg back down to neutral. Okay, so just explore this a couple more times, side to side. This is a great way to loosen up the hips. And the brushing action of the heel on the inner seam of the leg is wonderful for just encouraging blood flow and just connects us with our lymphatic system. Okay, so go ahead and just come back down, relax your arms and your legs. Okay, so now we're going to do both legs simultaneously. So we're going to bend both knees out to the side. The soles of the feet will come together, and as you inhale, we're going to pull the heels up as close to the body as we can so that we're in Supta Baddha Konasana. Go ahead and bring your knees together, widen out your feet a little bit wider than your knees, and then exhale, we're going to slide the feet down the blanket and all the way back to neutral. Okay? So inhale, the knees go out wide. You feel a little like a frog, but that's okay. Pulling the heels up, Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees come together, widen out your feet. And exhale, we'll slide the feet back down to neutral. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Come up to Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees together, feet wide. And exhale, slide your feet back down to neutral. Okay, good. This time, with just the right leg, we're going to bend the knee out to the side, drag your heel up the inside of the left leg, just like we did before. Now hold your inhale. We're going to put your foot on the ground, turn your knee to the left, and then gently slide the right foot back down to neutral. And now the left knee. Bend your left knee out to the side, drag the left heel up the midline, put your foot on the ground, push your knee to the right, and then gently slide your left foot back down and your left leg back to neutral. Let's do that one more time each side. Right knee bends, bringing your heel up, put your foot down, push your knee to the left, and exhale, slide down to neutral. Inhale, the left knee bends to the side, heel slides up. Turn your knee to the right and exhale to release back down to neutral. This time we're going to bend the right knee, putting the right foot on the ground. Okay, so we'll keep our right arm down by our side with the palm down. And the left arm is going to bend at the elbow like a goalpost so that your elbow is in line with the shoulder. So now we're going to combine a little bit of this movement. So what we'll do is we're going to push with our right foot. The knee goes to the left. Slide down into your right arm, your shoulders, and your left arm is going to stretch up to 12 o'clock. Press into your left heel. And as you exhale, we return back to center. So lots of moving parts, but I think this always feels so good. So start with your right foot, push your knee to the left, slide your right arm down, your shoulders to the right, extend your left arm straight overhead, big stretch through the left side body, and exhale back to center. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, right knee to the left, slide your left arm to 12 o'clock, and exhale back to center. Okay, so now let's just switch our legs. So the left knee bends, right leg long. This time our right arm is bent like a goalpost and the left arm is down by your side. So let's push our left knee to the right. Start to slide your left arm down, your shoulders to the left. Extend your right arm high, big stretch. And exhale back to center. Pushing your left knee to the right. Slide down into your left arm, shoulders to the left. Extend your right arm to 12 o'clock and exhale back to center. One more time. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Let's just relax both arms and legs for a moment. Take a little pause and just bring your awareness to your diaphragm. Noticing if we've started to loosen up some of that stickiness or that stuck feeling in the diaphragm and the low ribs, the low lungs. It's becoming more and more effortless to take a deep breath. Notice how that makes you feel energetically. Go ahead and bend your knees. Put your feet on the ground. We're going to interlace the hands behind the head with the elbows wide. So I want you to think about cat-cow. All right, so we're going to press back into your hands and elbows, arching the back. You're going to drop your sitting bones and tail down. And as you exhale, we're going to curl the tailbone up. Start to lift, rounding your spine and squeeze your elbows to center. Inhale, laying back, arching the back so that we create a wave-like movement in your spine. Exhale. One more of those. Inhale. Arch your back. Exhale. Come back to center. Your elbows will widen and then butterfly your knees open so that we're in Supta Baddha Konasana. All right, bring your knees to center and release your hands. So now let's stretch out your right leg. And we're going to keep the left leg just like it is. We're going to take our right arm out to the side. We're going to roll to the right side, but keeping the left foot on the ground. And I'm really staking down with my left shin. It's easy when we start to do this movement that this top knee kind of falls in and out, but we want to keep the knee steady. Bottom leg is steady also. So our top arm is our left arm. We're going to extend that arm overhead. Grab your left wrist. I want you to pull to lengthen the left arm, but also lean back into your head and shoulders. So some traction here. Stretching just up and out of the belly. Release your top arm. Go ahead and extend that top arm out in front of your chest. Without the knee, this left knee moving at all, let's start to slide the left arm away from the body, and you'll roll a little forward in your chest and sternum. And as you exhale, we'll drag the fingertips back. So just getting in this twist for the upper intercostal muscles. Just sliding the fingertips and arm out long, and then sliding the fingertips back in. One more time. Good. So now the left hand and the right knee come together. And we're going to reach in front of the leg, grab onto your big toe, and start to extend this leg up. Good. So just breathing here. Big stretch into the inner thighs. A little bit of balance comes in so that we don't topple forward or back. But just remember, with balance, there's a little dance, and you'll even see me just kind of swaying and wobbling with it. Just go with it. It's all good. Okay, so let's release nice and slow. Go ahead and just come onto your back again. Pause for a moment. All right, so now let's go the other way. So the left leg extends long. We're going to roll to the left side so that your head rests on the left arm, and I've got my right foot on the ground. And our top arm is now our right arm. We're going to reach up and overhead, grabbing the right wrist. Go ahead and pull to lengthen the right arm, and there's a feeling of leaning back, stretching up and out of the belly. Now releasing your top arm, your right arm, so that it extends out in front of you with your fingertips touching the ground. And we're just going to very gently slide the fingertips away, maybe just a few inches. Start to roll your chest towards the ground, and then very carefully sliding back into the right shoulder and fingertips. So go ahead and just move in this way a couple more times. Feeling that gentle stretch in the upper back, those intercostal muscles that are a little bit higher than we're used to accessing. And coming back. Okay, good. So now we bring our right knee and hand together. We start to find the balance here. Reach in front of the foot, in front of the knee, grab onto your big toe and start to straighten your leg. Now if the knee stays bent, that's fine. Just extend up into the leg as best as you can. Bottom leg is active. Abdominal wall pulling in to support you. Just relax here, even through any dance that you may be doing. And then nice and slow, let's release to the back. Just relax for a moment. Let's go ahead and just let the arms and legs fall to the ground. Close your eyes and let's take a little pause. Just checking in, noticing how you feel. And let's do one more thing here on our back and then we'll come up. So bend your knees, put your feet on the ground. We want the knees to come to center and the feet out a little bit wider than the knees. We're going to open our arms out wide into a T. So we're going to do some windshield wiper action with the legs. Let's let the knees drop to the left. And we're going to take an inhale here, arch the back, reach into the right arm, and exhale back to center, pulling in the navel. Inhale, knees to the right, reaching into the left arm, exhaling to center. So go ahead and just do a few more of these just at your own rhythm. We'll make our way back to center. Good. From here, let's just roll to either side. And we're going to make our way to our hands and knees. And I'm going to just slide my blanket off of the mat so that we can maybe do a little bit of standing work today. This might be a good time to bring your blocks into practice. So I'm just going to have my blocks staged there and ready to go. So let's begin from tabletop. Spreading your fingertips nice and wide. Good foundation in the hands. Let's take an inhale and just lengthen your spine through the crown. As you exhale, go ahead and tuck your toes. And let's lift the hips up and back, releasing down through the heels. Let's move in and out of it. So knees down slowly. Inhale, long neutral spine. Exhale to downward facing dog, and just keeping the shoulders soft, your arms stretch long, and the hips lift up and back off of your waist. One more time. Knees down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale to downward dog. When you come into your downward dog, let's bend one knee at a time and press into the opposite heel so that we're walking out our dog, getting a good stretch down the calf muscles. Okay, good. Come back to center and bring your knees to the ground. Let's bring the right foot forward. All right, so we want to walk our right heel forward enough so that we can lunge into the hips without the knee extending over the ankle. And then we'll walk our hands to the right thigh. I want you to lift up, relaxing your shoulders down, gaze forward, and just let your left arm lift up. Inhale, and exhale, just a slight lean to your right. Let's take another inhale, come back to center, and exhale, both hands down to your mat or your blocks, and we're going to straighten into the right leg. The toes up to the sky, maybe your heel slides forward, and when you're ready, let's begin to fold over the right leg so that we're in a half split. And if you notice on my blocks, I've got my blocks out in front of my shoulders so that I can kind of start to think about lengthening in the sides of the body and not crunching down or compressing. What does it feel like to give your armpits, the space, underneath the armpits, the sides of the breasts, the sides of your lungs, just giving that area of your body actual physical space to breathe? All right, and then go ahead and come up. And we're going to bend into the right knee again, putting the knee directly over the ankle with a lunging in the hips. So I'm going to bring both hands on the inside of the right foot. I might walk my right foot a little bit over to the right. So I'm making a low lizard lunge now. The left toes, we're going to swing the left toes over to the right. Keep sinking down into your hips. Your right hand is going to wrap around the right ankle, and we're going to use the leg and arm like a fulcrum to open up the arms, turn your spine up, and now extend up and overhead. Big stretch from the left knee to the fingertips. A modified side angle lunge. Breathing in and breathing out. Lower your left hand down, nice and slow. Let's release. Come back to the hands and knees. And let's just pass through downward facing dog. And knees down. Okay, let's explore that on the other side now. Left foot forward. Okay, lunging into the knee, drop your hips down. This opens up the front of the right hip. Steadiness in the feet as you lift your torso away from your left thigh. Now just lift the right arm up, sweep it up, big inhale. And as you exhale, just a slight lean to your left, slight lean. Breathe into this. Inhale to center. And exhale, both hands down to the mat or your blocks. We're going to straighten into the left leg. And I like to draw the toes up and slide the heel forward, getting some space here. And again, notice my hands and blocks are out. Taking an inhale, lift your chest, and on your exhale, gently fold over your left leg. And just breathing into the sides of your lungs. Right? And coming up slowly, we lift up, bring the left heel back, bend into your knee. All right, so we're going to bring both hands on the inside of the left foot now. Maybe walk your left foot over to the left, give yourself some room. Keep lunging into the hips. The right toes are going to swing to the left. Left hand wraps around the left ankle, and it's like a fulcrum, the leg and arm pressed together, and we turn the chest up. Feel that twist in your mid-spine. And nice and slow, we're going to let the pinky roll down and extend your right arm overhead, stretching from the right knee to the right fingertips. Just breathe. One more inhale. And exhale, release down nice and slow. Let's come to the hands and knees. And we're going to pass through downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Left heel to the ground. We're going to come up into warrior two. The left arm lifting you up and opening. Warrior two, gaze down the right arm. Right knee bending towards the pinky toe. So let's maybe use a block on the inside of the foot at any height. And let's flip the right palm up. Reach up and back. Big inhale. And now exhale, keep lunging into the knee and drop your hand onto your block, or if that's too deep, your forearm will rest on the thigh. And again, we're going to press the leg and the arm together. Turn the spine up. Your left arm lifts. And now with a grounding in your left foot, begin to extend the pinky down and overhead. Good. Inhale. And exhale, let's lower the left hand down. Good. Roll to the left toes, and we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Right heel down. The right arm is going to lift us up and open into warrior two. Gazing down the left arm now. We can use our block again at any height. Left palm faces up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep bending into the left knee. And now as you exhale, we're going to sink into the left thigh. Drop your hand onto your block. The arm and leg should press together, and we're going to turn the spine up. Grounding in that back leg. My right leg is super active right now. And now think about circling your pinky down and extending forward. Long diagonal line of energy. Breathing into this. Parsva Konasana. Uttita Parsva Konasana. Extended side angle. One more inhale. And exhale, release your hand down nice and slow. We're going to roll to the right toes and step to downward facing dog. From here, bring your knees down and let's just sink back to child's pose for a few breaths. Stacking the hands if you'd like. Just rest your head. Smooth out and deepen your breath. Okay, and let's lift up slowly. Let's bring our legs out in front, and I'm going to turn and face the long edge of the mat. Let's widen out the legs for Upavishta Konasana, wide leg forward fold. So the heels press forward. You can use your blocks under the hands and use your fingertips to press down and lift your chest, taking an inhale and exhale. Let's fold with a long spine. Maybe the arms don't reach as forward so that we're not, being overactive or forcing. But the hands just rest so the elbows and shoulders can soften, but my spine is still long. I'm not totally crunching down and rounding forward. There's just a nice lift, and I'm still letting my belly come forward. Breathing into the inner thighs. Now, something that's very interesting about lateral opening, which is side body opening, is that yes, the main focus, the primary focus is in the actual sides of the body, but the secondary focus of lateral opening happens in the inner thighs, hips, and groins. Okay, go ahead and lift up and walk your hands in. So let's keep our right leg long and bend your left knee and just bring your foot into the center as if we were doing Baddha Konasana. Take your right hand to the inside of the right thigh and your left hand back behind you. Right heel forward. Let's take a big inhale and exhale. We're going to press the hand and leg together just like we did on our extended side angle poses, but we're going to now just start to twist. Twisting tall, not so much in the neck. Feel it in the trunk of the body, the navel and the ribs shearing to the left away from the extended leg. Okay, now stay in your twist and start to slide your right hand down. We're going to sweep the left arm up as you inhale, and as you exhale again, circle your pinky down and extend overhead. Enjoy this pose, the stretch, and as best as you can, avoid rounding forward, even if that means you need to pull back out of it some, so that we have a pure lateral stretch. Inhale, let's lift up, and exhale, hands to the knees. Let's pause for a moment. Okay. And we'll switch our legs now. So my right knee bends in, left leg extends out. The legs are in a check mark shape. We'll start with our twist. So the left hand presses against the left knee and your right hand comes back behind you. We're going to keep our chest and collarbones wide. Inhale. And now as you exhale, pull in your navel and turn your ribs to your right, rotating the trunk of your body. Notice your breath. Staying in the twist, start to slide your left hand down the left leg, and the right arm will lift up as you inhale and exhale. We're going to circle the pinky finger down and overhead. And that circling of the pinky finger just helps to soften the inner shoulder. Breathing into this. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your knees. Pause. From here, we'll bring the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. The heels coming in close to the body. We're going to hold onto the big toes with peace fingers, and your elbows stay in, shoulders down. As the heels hug together, let's lengthen the spine up. Take a breath in. And now as you breathe out, fold forward with a long, neutral spine, and again, rounding forward. Extending your breath down into your hips and your low back. As you lift up, release your toes. Release the legs. We're going to make our way to our back again, and it's up to you if you want to have the blanket down or just release all the way to your back. Okay. So another interesting thing about lateral opening is that when we come out of a lateral stretch, there's this feeling like a wave or a surge of energy. You might feel your face get warm. You might feel like you need to take a deep breath, but then it almost instantly fades into a calm sensation. And so lateral opening is wonderful no matter if you need to energize and come up or if you need to calm down and start to become more grounded. So from here, we're going to extend our legs out long. And let's actually bend the knees all the way into the body and gently rock side to side. I just wanted to get this in before we rest on our back. We're going to do a little breath work on the back in the most gentle way. So now release your feet and extend your legs. Okay. From here, let's walk our heels to the left, just a little off that midline to the left. We're going to slide down into the left arm and the shoulders and head to the left so that we are in a crescent shape. We're going to rest the left hand on the belly, and only if it's okay for your shoulder will the right arm start to sweep up and maybe just a little bend of your elbow so that the hand is over to your left. Then please close your eyes. With your left hand on the belly, you know that you are breathing in and out. Begin to shape your breath so that you take a natural breath in, that your exhale is 5 counts, and you can just silently count in your mind. Natural breath in, 5 count exhale. And now begin to extend the exhale to 6 counts. And now 7 counts. Squeezing out any old air and stagnant energy. And see if you can extend your exhale out to 8 counts. At the end of that last breath, just let your left hand come down, release your right arm, bring your shoulders and your heels back to center and just pause. Notice the space in the right side of the body, lungs. Now walking your heels to the right. Your right arm and shoulders slide to the right. Right hand on the belly. Left arm lifts up and overhead with a little bend in the elbow. And just finding the best place for the left arm. Okay, we want to make sure that shoulder is happy. Closing down the eyes. And again, we know with our right hand on the belly, we know that we are breathing in and breathing out. Natural breath in. 4 count exhale. 5 count exhale. 6 count exhale. 7 count exhale. 8 count exhale. At the end of that breath, your right hand releases, your left arm releases, your shoulders and heels come back to center and just lay back and relax. Just taking a few more moments here, bringing your awareness to your skin and feeling the space of the outer body all around you. And the ancient yogis believed that the space that surrounds the skin is an ocean of healing energy. And just these last few breaths, I want you to take an inhale and draw that healing energy all the way into your spine. And as you exhale, you breathe out, releasing that healing energy back into the space around you, healing it also. And notice as you inhale into your spine and hold your breath for a moment, there's this feeling of light, of illumination and radiance. And as you exhale, that light just flows outward all around you. And bringing this experience with you as you start to just make some gentle movements in the hands and feet and your ankles and your wrists, maybe even softly turning your head side to side. We're going to bend our knees. Maybe the knees pull into the chest and give that little rock side to side one more time. Just love and on the low back. And we release our feet down and just go slow and roll up, coming into a comfortable seat. And just take a moment. Just let your hands rest down on the legs. Soften your shoulders, lifting your heart. And with your eyes closed, just sense the ease in your breath. The ease of a deep breath into your lungs and diaphragm. Letting your chin drop to your chest and your hands to prayer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.